understand that a lot of my videos are me complaining, but you know what? That's relatable, because people love to complain, and I love complaining. I love complaining, yeah. I will never sing again. That's a lie, I love singing. There are so many things that piss me off. So much so, this is the 4th installment of the Things That Piss Me Off series. I'd like to start by saying internet speeds when watching pornography. The last thing you want is to have to wait for your porn to load. Nothing kills the mood like a scene where nothing is going on and there's a little spinny thing saying buffering. I'm like, no, I don't want it to. I want to see someone buff. I don't want to see someone buffering. Yep, then you sort of wait and you can be like, yeah, you know, this erection will hold. Just look around, and then your mind starts going into things like, oh God, I really need to take out those dishes. I think I haven't washed the sheets in a while. And then your porn loads, you're like, I'm not in the mood anymore. Bathroom scales, what a load of junk they are. They're very inconsistent. Like, I'll weigh myself at home, and then if I'm staying at a hotel, I'll do the unthinkable and weigh myself there. And I always seem to weigh like 10 kilos less at a hotel, and I feel great. And then if I go home to mum and dad's, that thing puts on an extra 20 kilos. So I actually don't know how much I weigh. And I'm too scared to get an official weight because I'd rather stick with my bathroom scales. I'm comfortable-ish, sort of, with the weight my bathroom scales say. And you know, there's certain positions on the bathroom tiles where I can put my scales, and I don't know what it does to the sensors, but it takes off a couple of kilograms. So I'll weigh myself and look down and go, oh God, I don't want to weigh that today. And then I push my bathroom scales into a spot where I know I'll weigh a bit less, and then I'll stand there and I'll go, that's better. Okay, this one's a bit confusing, but it really, it pisses me off so much. It's when people say the following Monday or next Monday. Now, in my mind, the following Monday is also next Monday. But in some people's minds, the following Monday is the Monday following on from next Monday, right? So you will be forever having to clarify when someone says, oh, I'll see you on the following Monday. You're like, was that the next Monday? Or is that the Monday after the next Monday? And they go, it's the Monday after the next Monday before the Tuesday. You're like, I don't know what that means. Okay, can we just make it a clear rule that you only say, see you next Monday, or I'll see you, put the specific date in, which is 2 Mondays away, okay? We get rid of the following Monday, because in my mind, let's catch up the following Monday. I'm like, okay, the following Monday is next Monday. It's the one coming up, because it's following, although it could be following next Monday. So next Monday, what's the Monday following next Monday? It's the following Monday. Oh no, maybe they're right. Oh no, now it does make sense. See you the following Monday. It's the Monday following the Monday. When you go to eat a burger and you take a bite and everything falls out the other side. Oh, it's the most depressing thing in the world. And you can't rebuild it like the same, and then the button's soggy and it's just ruined. When you're waiting at a restaurant or a cafe and they bring out the wrong order and you know that you didn't order that, I can't eat that, I don't like that. And you're too polite to say anything, so you just like push through the pain of eating something that you hate. And then you have to pay for it, and it is the worst feeling in the world. Mind you though, when you get a bit older and grumpier, you don't stand for that shit, because this morning they brought me the wrong order. I'm pretty sure, I know I ordered like a chicken sandwichy thing, but they brought me the wrong chicken sandwichy thing, and I was like, that's not my order. I ordered the baguette. And they were like, oh, did you? And I got the roti, and I didn't want the roti, I wanted the baguette, because the roti is too thin for the morning. I wanted like a full, baguette. And then I felt really bad, and then I didn't feel bad because the baguette is way better than the roti. It's probably a story you didn't need to hear, but sucked in. Oh, this one. Okay, so you're in a queue ordering coffees, right? And so you get to the front and you're like, can I have a latte? Thanks, Jenny. And then you go to wait. And then the person behind you also goes, hey, Jen, can I get a latte too? And then you're waiting and you don't know the other person. And then Jenny goes, latte. And the person behind you goes to the counter to get your latte because you ordered it first. And they take it and walk away. You little bitch. People who yank on their dog leads. You disgust me. Don't treat your dog like that. Your dog is a beautiful, more superior being than you. Don't yank on its lead, okay? Just bend over and like point it in the direction you want it to go and then go with it. So an interstate friend comes to visit and you want to show off your city. So you go into the city and you're like, yeah, I'm going to take you here. And then you get lost. And then you look like an idiot because you've lived in that city for quite a while, but you don't know where you are because your city is like annoyingly planned and it's shit. And you're like, I don't know where I am. Which way's north? And then you have to look at Google Maps, but you don't want to look at Google Maps because you want to appear like you like really know your city and you're real good. And then you walk to the wrong end of the city and then you try and somehow make up a lie to make it like that's where you intended to go, but it wasn't. A friend of mine from Sydney came over and I was like, I know a great brunch place. And I was walking there and then in my mind I went, oh shit, I'm walking in the wrong direction. And then I may have like accidentally communicated that. But then we stumbled into this beautiful brunch area and I was like, jokes, I was meant to take you here all along. De Grave Street, Melbourne, I just wandered into De Grave Street. Oh, it's so good. I intentionally meant to take us here. I am really good at trick photography. When I send nude photos, I send them from a high angle that makes everything look a little bit slimmer, trimmer, and a lot bigger. Not the gut I'm talking about. High angle makes your bits look quite large. Like, am I ashamed? No. But, you know, trick photography shouldn't be allowed when you're buying an apartment because it's just not fair. Like, I'm looking at buying an apartment in the future. It's going to take me a while. And I'll be like, oh my God, that living room is huge. And then when you get there, you're like, this is the living room, the kitchen, and the dining room. And it's so small. I mean, it looked really big in the photos. I said, nah, don't trick me. And also, when they go, like, they take photos of the places and then they Photoshop light into them. It's night time and there's one light on in the photo, yet the whole room is lit like a fucking Christmas tree. And then you get there and it's so dark. And you're like, oh, is this the basement? No, it's the fucking sunroom. That is the sunroom. And there's no light in it whatsoever. I'm just really disappointed at looking for places, seeing one that I love, and then getting there, and it's shit. Waste of my bloody time. Oh, and I just attempt to garden, and I love an Australian native. For some reason, they're really hard to make happen. I thought Australian natives could grow in sand, in the desert, yet somehow every time I buy a native plant, it dies. Half an hour parks? Half an hour is quite a while to achieve anything. So a half-hour park in the city? Who is achieving anything in that half an hour? Unless it's to get out and pop a letter in the mailbox. Which of course no one does anymore because it's so easy to sit on the couch and send an email. What can you get done in the city that requires a half-hour park? A route in a bathroom? I don't get it. Half an hour parks are done. There are some parks that are 5 minutes. 5-minute park, 15-minute park. Even at sometimes I go an hour is still too short. The people who order an Uber on a really busy road. It's like, where the hell do you want the Uber driver to pull up? There is nowhere out of the way that an Uber driver can just pull up, walk somewhere, and then order the Uber. Okay, don't just be like, oh, I think I'm gonna get the Uber on the Tullamarine. Like, it's a freeway in Melbourne, and it's really busy, and you can't get an Uber on the Tullamarine because it's a highway. But, you know, like, I'm just gonna get my Uber on the Tullamarine. And then you hold up traffic, and it really pisses me off. Fit people. Oh, nothing pisses me off more than when I'm sitting people watching and I see someone running. Oh my God, I'm running, I'm healthy. And then they run into the cafe that you're gawking at them from and they're like, hi, can I please get a green smoothie with broccoli? And you're like, oh, do you enjoy your life? Or are you just in like constant pain because your body's like, put cheese in me. I need some carbohydrates. And you're like, oh, I'm sexy. I'm hot. I'm wearing $400 activewear. I'm running. You are the physical embodiment of hatred for me. And maybe it's not hatred. Maybe it's just jealousy because I really want to be fit and healthy too. But to be fit and healthy, you have to give up on life. You have to eat things that taste like shit. And anyone that tells me you're cooking wrong, no, it's really delicious to eat broccoli with garlic. No, it's foul. If there was a plate that had a cheeseburger on it and a plate that had broccoli with a bit of garlic sauce on it, 99.9% of people would want to take the cheeseburger, but instead would take the broccoli. Why? Because they know if they have a cheeseburger, their body will shut down. But I push through the shutting down of the body because I really enjoy eating, as you can see. But I want to be fit and healthy and active and not sore and cranky all the time. And the crankiness comes from the fact I shovel cheese into my mouth and then I regret it the following day because, you know, sitting on the toilet for 40 hours trying to pass the cheese. Stupid fit people. Take your fit bodies and come over to my place. I'm not going to tell you how to parent your child. However, I am going to tell you how to parent your child. If you're taking your child out somewhere in public and they are screaming their head off, crying, looking for attention, just give them a little poke and shut them up because it is so heinously annoying when you're trying to sit and have a beautiful latte by the water when there's a screaming child next to you. As a parent, I know you want to ignore them so that behaviour stops, but you're in public with a lot of other people who want to punch you and your child in the face. Now, I know being a parent is the most difficult thing on this planet, but I don't have kids. I haven't chosen to burden myself with the annoyance of having children. So take your child away from me. Side note, I love parents, okay? I love you. You know, pop a dummy in or move them away. Just leave. Do you like my haircut? I had a nice zhuzhi of the hair. Yeah, sitting down in the chair at the hair salon barber place where they put the cape on and then it pushes all the fat. Like you're sitting there like this, you know, a little Jabba the Hutt sitting there having a trim. Haircuts are supposed to be a beautiful, therapeutic, make you feel good process. Not when you're getting them. Oh, you look heinous and then you have to look in the mirror at yourself like this.
Can I please have a number 2 on the sides and just a bit off the top, thanks?
And then you're sitting there going, oh, this haircut looks good, but freaking hell, I look foul. I'm gonna go have some broccoli with garlic sauce.